Call the meeting to order. Leitchfield Utilities Commission for Thursday, April the 4th, 2024. You have a draft of the minutes of our meeting conducted on March 21. If there are no additions or corrections, we'll entertain a motion to approve those.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Jones. Is there a second? By Mr. Alley. Any discussion about the minutes? All in favor? Aye. The next is the approval and ratification of the bills. One, it's kind of one of the largest things. There's a check on there to Regions Bank Corp Trust for $27,680. That's basically an interest payment on a loan that we've had forever. It just goes on the bill list. I think they're the paying agent for that, so that's what that is. Is there any other questions or comments about the bills? Entertain a motion to approve that list.
I'll make a motion to approve the
Motion by Mr. Ferris. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Second by Mr. Jones. Any discussion? All in favor, aye, or raise your right hand.
Aye.
All right. No visitors. Next item is approval for the superintendent to advertise for bid for new truck for utility shop. Dwight had brought that up once before, and we had him table it for a little while. But he has indicated that he feels like there's really a need for that. You want to go into any further explanation on that, Dwight?
No, we're going to add to our fleet and move a truck down. We're going to move an older truck over to the gas crew, and they have one now. That'll give the gas crew 2 vehicles, and that'll allow them to go in 2 different directions. I think the one that we're going to move down is a 13 model with several miles on it, but it'll still suffice 3 or 4 years, I think.
Is there any questions or comments?
You've added an employee too, haven't you?
We have. We've added an employee to the gas crew, and that will allow us to go in 2 different directions. Right now, it's just we have 3 that basically they go same spot, and I think Brad and I thought with adding 1, we should be able to separate them not on every project, but on
Small
several
projects.
as far as when they're working on the risers or different things. And Brad's coming back in the second meeting in May to give an update on the report that he gave. We've done some things and made some changes, so.
Will you pay for it out of the gas budget or out of depreciation?
I don't know how we'll pay for it.
I
Vehicle
asked
would be under
Sabrina, she said
depreciation.
she would depreciate it
Yeah.
across and basically it'd be across all 3. Any other questions or comments? Floor is open for a motion to approve
I'll make
that.
a motion to allow the superintendent to advertise for the new truck.
I'll second
Motion by Mr. Ferris, second by Mr. Jones. Any further discussion? All in favor?
it.
Aye.
Thank you.
The next item is the line extension policy, and all that is an update. Superintendent Embry and Foreman David Roof and Mr. Vickery met yesterday, I think it was, and looked through that line extension policy that Engineer Matt Baker had provided for us. They are making some modifications and changes to it. Dave's going to be typing that up and then providing it to us for review to go ahead and vote on at a later date. We'd kind of set a time of May to do that, but so they're on track to do that. Do you have any further comment, Dwight, on your meeting yesterday?
No, we'll pass it out when we receive it. Dave didn't think, Dave's out of town the rest of the week. He didn't think it would, take him but a couple of days.
Yeah.
So I would think prior to the next meeting, y'all have a chance to look at it and tweak it at that time, however y'all, if y'all see that you want to.
All right. No action to be taken on that other than just that update. Any other questions or comments about that to pass along to anybody? All right. Lori, under new business, you have personnel policy?
I do. Our personnel committee met Monday evening, and I talked to Dwight about this. And they are in favor of hiring KLC to do our personnel policy. We didn't vote on it Monday night, but it is on our agenda for the next meeting. We have the votes for it, but we just kind of let it slip our mind when we got back out into the meeting. But the quote from them is $11,582.32, which would be split half and half, city and utilities. Granted, you all approved doing this, and in the fall, I will be able to apply for a $3,000 grant through KLC that we can use this invoice to get that grant. So I feel like we will get it, but it's not a definite. So if we get it, it takes it down to 8,000.
So that, I mean, that's when we'd actually pay for it though, is after, or we have to kind of pay for it, and then that grant's kind of a rebate.
Yes, yeah. And there is another clause in here. If we were to go away from KLC within the next 18 months, we're receiving a 40% discount. The regular price would have been $18,750. So if for some reason we do go away from KLC, we'll have to pay that extra $7,500.
I can't imagine that happening. Of course, just as a refresher, I mean, the personnel policy that we have in place, I mean, we paid a consultant to basically do that.
KLC done it last time, is my understanding. That was before I started, but it was my understanding that KLC had done it
Well,
last
then
time.
there was, there one time there was like a Combs or something, or
I think he was.
there was like some private, like attorney or whatever, the human resource type guy, yeah. So it's not like, my point being, it's not like we've always done this in-house anyway.
You know, we thought we could, but when you get to looking at it, it's a huge undertaking, and then you all got, you know, we've got that gas policy, the drug and alcohol policy for the gas department that has to be in there separate from
Yeah.
other stuff. So we just felt like, you know, the legal issues, it's better for us to
So is
to
that
hire
something
that
we
out.
need to approve tonight, or just be aware of that you're doing it?
Well, we need to approve it as soon as we can, because we want to get them started, and I'm going to have to write that check to them. So, I mean,
Yeah,
council
that-
won't approve it officially till next meeting, so we can wait till next meeting. That way give you all time to kind of think it over if you want to.
Well, I mean, that, or we could just authorize that we are willing to pay our half.
Okay.
Is there a motion to do that?
I'll do that.
Motion by Mr. Jones to pay our half of the KLC personnel policy fee. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Second by Mr. Ferris. Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Any other new business? Under other, she just has the reminders that she makes about chamber luncheons. It's going to be April the 11th. Let her know by Monday if you want to attend on the city's.
Change that date. If anybody wants to go, let me know tonight, because April's going on, I think she's going on vacation and was trying to get the
All right.
final list to the caterer.
All right, so yeah, just go ahead and let her know. I mean, I figure the ones that go tend to go, and the ones that
Yeah.
don't. So just make sure she's got your intention on that. Any other business for tonight's meeting?
I don't know if you all got the invite to it, Bob, but the planning and zoning is having another comprehensive meeting Monday night. I don't know if that's anything you all want to come to. It's probably going to be, 5:30-ish, Mayor, after their meeting?
5:15 to 5:30, somewhere in there.
Yeah. Dave normally kind of makes us
That's right,
aware
Dave
of
comes because he's the
what he
attorney for them.
normally does. And, but it is, thank you for letting us know for any of us that want to come. But I tend to keep up with it through him. Anything else? Floor would entertain a motion to adjourn by Mr. Alley, second by Mayor Miller. All in favor?